Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 10 YouTube mistakes to avoid in 2018. Things I've done wrong and had to learn from, things other YouTubers have done wrong and had to learn from, things you need to avoid if you want to be successful with YouTube, make an income from it, and build a brand. The first thing is not posting very often. So this is a huge mistake because the algorithm has actually adapted to favor more and more posting. The more often you can post on YouTube and make fresh content, the better, the more likely you are to get that content, as long as it's still high quality, to be promoted by YouTube as a suggested video. So to illustrate this, I'm going to socialblade.com/YouTube to show you some of the top YouTube channels in terms of subscribers. And you'll notice that the individual channels where people like you and me make a channel and build our own personal brand or business, these are the types of channels that really need to post pretty often. It's hard to uh, post, once a week or once a month and expect to see very good results. Now you'll notice like music channels, like the Vivo channels from top artists like Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift and all these different musicians. They don't do it very often, but they also don't rely on YouTube income. Now they also get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers because of their fame, but they don't post very often because they're music artists. That's just kind of its own little type of channel. Everybody else who's doing a vlog of their life or tutorials or reviews or news or comedy, normal channels for people who are not huge celebrities need to post more often, at least every other day. So you can go to socialblade.com/YouTube to check out the top channels. I picked about three lasting channels that have been around a long time and had huge success. And these are all individuals who do these channels. And you'll notice they have a lot of volume when it comes to videos. So PewDiePie, maybe one of the most well-known YouTubers, over 58 million subscribers, and you'll notice he posts one video per day. Another one, his name is Marquise Brownlee. He posts a few times a week, pretty much every other day, 3 or 4 times a week. He has 5.4 million plus subscribers. He does reviews. And another one, Philip DeFranco. He probably started way before even PewDiePie and Marquise Brownlee did. Been around a long time, has 5.8 million subscribers plus, and he does a video a day for the most part. Plus, he also has another YouTube channel, which is more of a vlog style. So he actually posts in total probably a couple times a day. So 3 top YouTubers, very popular, made a lot of money from YouTube. They post very often. You'll notice I post very often. Any individual channels, which is what you would probably be doing, you need to post very often for the best results, because that's how the YouTube algorithm works now. Next, you need to not craft professional thumbnails. That's a huge mistake if you're not crafting professional thumbnails. You don't have to have the most incredible ones imaginable. You don't have to spend hours on them necessarily, but you need to spend a little time on them and do them right. So like if you looked at trending videos, you could look at some of the top videos and see that typically they have pretty decent thumbnails. They'll have something like this that creates a lot of interest. You have maybe some characters from this new movie, a weird background that creates some intrigue. You'll notice that, if you have an interview with a famous person, usually they will have that famous person in their name or something like that in the thumbnail. You will have somebody with a crazy expression a lot of times on like a comedy video or doing something just weird like this. Animations, they do some crazy animations. It just kind of depends, but you want to use a little bit of wording in many cases, maybe part of your title, and a picture of yourself, whoever's in the video, or what the video is illustrating. So don't have a picture of, just you smiling, and expect that to be a good enough thumbnail. You need to have a little bit of, your title, maybe some words that really jump out at people. A lot of times people will just take a few seconds to read your thumbnail if you just put some words on there, or something funny, something that looks interesting that they want to see, like the ending of it or how it turns out, those types of things. So look at the trending videos. Another thing you can do, you can go to Google, find some different images that are not copyrighted, that you don't have to pay a royalty to use. You can use them as backgrounds. An actual tool that helps you with this is TubeBuddy. You can get TubeBuddy for free, and if you go to pretty much any video, let's say you wanted to go to, say I wanted to go to this video, you could go to the TubeBuddy tab and create a thumbnail with the thumbnail generator, and then you can do it with a solid color background, an image background that you upload, or a frame from the video. And then once you do that, you can add text, you can add all kinds of stuff like shapes, text, pictures you upload, and all kinds of stuff. And then you can save them as your template. So then you can upload from a template and use a similar style of thumbnail for your future videos. So something like that could really help. It's a free tool. And along that note, one other thing a lot of people do wrong on YouTube is they don't take advantage of all the free resources they have, or they don't know about them. Two of the main free tools you might want to use are TubeBuddy. You can get it at tubebuddy.com, it's free, or vidIQ, which is also free. You can get it at vidIQ.com. vidIQ also has a Chrome extension that you can get at vidiq.com/apps/vision. You can also go to the actual Chrome store and download it. It is called vidIQ Vision. This allows you to look at the stats of your videos like this and other people's videos, see the tags that are being used, create thumbnails, and do all kinds of stuff. So for instance, if I'm in my videos, you can click the TubeBuddy tab, you can copy and paste your cards, you have templates for cards, end screens, you can syndicate it by publishing it to Facebook, you can do SEO and look at that stuff, promote it, schedule it, look at thumbnails, create thumbnails, stuff like that. vidIQ, you can advanced embed, send to Facebook, create thumbnails and stuff like that, copy your cards and end screens. If you click an actual video, let's say you want to look at, let's say I wanted to edit this video. You can look at some of the stats, you can look at some of the things that you can add to the video through vidIQ. You can create a thumbnail right here with TubeBuddy or vidIQ, but it'll tell you your SEO score and things like that, like tag count, tag volume. It's not showing it right now, but when you first upload the video and you haven't published it yet, it tells you how you're doing on your tags, how effective they are, how much traffic they could get you, stuff like that. It tells you where you're ranking for certain tags, like number 8 for this one, number 6 for that one. It tells you the character count for your title, for your description, all that stuff. You can copy and paste different tags. If I were to look up, let's say iPhone review, for instance, just as an example, you'll see all kinds of vidIQ stuff on the right side over here. The video with the highest views, you'll see the average subscribers, search volume for that keyword, competition for that keyword, overall score, other top keywords related to it, stuff like that. So they give you all kinds of things to work with to help you better rank and they even show you the tags that are used in the top videos, so you can use the same tags to hopefully get more traffic. So use the best tools you can with vidIQ and TubeBuddy. Next, pick a channel theme that is hard to get new ideas for. That is something a lot of people do wrong. You need to pick a channel theme that is easy to find new content for, new topics. So if you're doing like, makeup tutorials or something, you can make a lot of money doing that. People do it, but me personally, I don't understand how you could keep doing a lot of tutorials in the future and make this a channel that lasts for years, because how many different ways can you do it? I could be wrong, but channels that do well, like let's say the ones that post really often, like for instance Marquise Brownlee, he does reviews. He does reviews of things that you can do on devices. He does reviews of the devices themselves, computers, phones, electric cars, things like that, iPads, all that type of stuff. So unless people just stop making technology, he's always going to have stuff to review and talk about. Next, let's say Philip DeFranco. He talks about news. He talks about, pop culture. Unless people just stop, having news, people just stop doing anything, there's never any more controversy. He's always going to have something to talk about. PewDiePie, he even does like game reviews. Not really reviews, but gameplay, and then funny commentary on gameplay. So unless people stop making video games, he's always going to have stuff to do. Now, he doesn't rely completely on that, but he uses like funny stuff on the internet and games and comedy based on playing the games. So those are just a few examples. You pretty much can always come up with stuff to talk about. Another example, just published recently on the Washington Post and many other top magazines. This kid is 6 years old. He's made $11 million in 1 year for reviewing toys on YouTube. His parents probably just picked up a camera one day, hey, review these toys, because other people were doing it and making a lot of money. So he reviews these toys, and people watch them. Unless people stop making toys, they're always going to have toys to review, and he's making $11 million in a year. That's pretty dang good. So things like that. News. You're never going to run out of news. Just look at Yahoo's homepage. Look at all the different news that's out there in sports, politics, pop culture, and everything else. You're never going to have something. You're never going to have a day where you just don't have anything to talk about. Not investing in clear audio. That's another big mistake. You can try, cutting costs on a lot of different resources for making your videos, depending on how you do your videos. But one thing you need to have done well is your audio. You need to have clear audio, and that is one thing I had to learn the hard way. It turns out, I was getting comments from earlier videos from people that say, hey, great content, but you have this little ringing noise in the background, or your audio is crap. So I invested in better audio. I don't get those types of comments anymore. And people seem to be more likely to like my videos and less likely to dislike them because of audio. So I don't have to necessarily have fancy green screens or fancy software, but good audio is always important no matter what videos you're doing, because audio is pretty much always going to be in your videos unless you just do completely silent videos. Audio is a big part of what you're doing. So a couple suggestions: you can try a USB mic if you're really trying to save money. I would recommend one made by Blue, like the Snowball or something like that. Those are typically like the best USB mics you can get. You may even invest in a filter for when you make hard like P sounds and stuff like that. You don't want it to mess with your mic when you make certain noises. So you get that little foam round thing that goes over the mic like that, which is like a pop filter or whatever you want to call it. I tried USB mics, and for me, I still had a little bit of background noise. So I invested in an actual audio interface bundle. I went with the Scarlett Studio bundles, and you can get a lot of different ones. It comes with headphones, it comes with all the cables you need, but it basically helps you record audio without it having to record directly on the computer. It makes it just a lot easier. You don't have to mess around with your computer settings as much. You don't have to do as much to get clear audio because it goes through that little box there. You can adjust things there. It has a little green light that comes on when your audio is at the right level, a red light that comes on if it's too loud, stuff like that. So it looks nice too if you're into the red, but you can get one that has the mic. You're going to have some sort of stand for it, so you can get the boom stick separate or in the pack. It comes with a pop filter in some cases. It just depends on what you need. I actually use a boom stick, the mic, the interface, and a pop filter. I don't really use the headphones as much, but they can be good if you want to listen to audio playback without other people hearing it. So Scarlett Studio bundles are great. I'll have a link to them in the show notes if you're not sure which one. I can give you a link to probably the better one overall. But USB mics will save you money, but are more likely to have background noise. Next, another mistake is not posting videos during prime engagement hours. You want to publish your videos and get them off to as quick a start as possible because the first 24 to 48 hours have a big impact on whether or not YouTube will keep promoting your video. So you want to post stuff that your subscribers like, first of all, because they're going to get notifications that you have a new video out and they'll be the first to see them. And you also want to make sure that you post at the prime times when people will be available to see them. So basically you want to post between, well, first of all, it depends on your the time zones of your main sources of traffic. So if you go to your analytics, you go to your watch time, and you look at your geography, you can see the majority of your watch time usually comes from one major country, like mine is the US. But you never know. I've heard of some channels that are US based channels that their top country of watch time and subscribers is Saudi Arabia or something like that. So you never know. India is popular, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia for English speaking countries. But you need to publish where your subscribers are, and you want to publish in the early afternoon, which is between like 1 and 3 o'clock p.m. for the main area of their time zone. So for instance, if you're in the US, you cover multiple time zones. You want to post early afternoon Eastern time because the majority of the population is on the East Coast. And, you know, of course, there's only a few hours difference across the US, but you want to go for where the biggest major cities are and stuff like that. Now, like India, I think is only 1 or 2 time zones, so it's easier. But you may have to publish, you know, like if India is your main country of traffic, you may have to publish, you know, at like 2 in the morning or something to be at the right time for them. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, typically it's better to post early in the morning, like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, 9 or 10 a.m. So look at the geography of your watch time. Also look at your subscribers and the geography of that. And make sure that you are posting based on the majority of your subscribers and your views and where that's coming from. Okay? You don't want to just assume that we all have the same majority of views coming from the same countries, because you never know. Also, another big mistake is not paying attention to trends. So YouTube is always trying to adapt, obviously to make more money and to create a better platform where people spend more time. The more time people spend on YouTube, the more money they make, the more money we make, etc. So you need to pay attention to the newest trends all the time coming out of YouTube updates. So for instance, there's a new update that just came out, and it's about to allow us to post polls, basically blog posts and stuff like that to our YouTube communities through YouTube creators. So you can look at that and look more into what you can do. It's at creatoracademy.youtube.com, this update. But you can ask questions, you can post polls, you can post maybe your YouTube notes and stuff in the form of like a YouTube post to your community and stuff like that. So you can engage with your audience in more ways than just posting videos and that's it. YouTube, of course, is trying to get more tools out for their creators. And if you are somebody who has very high production videos, this is a way for you to interact without having to just make videos. Two YouTube channels I recommend to keep up with the latest YouTube news and trends. Video Creators, great channel by Tim Schmoyer. He talks about the future of YouTube, which he just did a video on, latest changes and stuff like that, and stuff about the algorithm. Also, Daryl Eves is another one who does that. His business is helping YouTubers, and his clients are YouTubers. So he is always studying and running tests to see how the YouTube algorithm is changing and what trends are happening within YouTube. So those two channels are great as far as just keeping up with YouTube trends. Next, not optimizing videos for rankings and click-through rates. That's a huge mistake. Now, unless you're doing like comedy or something like that, you're going to want to optimize for keywords, especially if you're doing like reviews and news and stuff like that. So you want to go for the things that people are searching for at the time. This will get you a lot more views. So what you want to do, you go to your videos and you have a keyword phrase you're trying to rank for, you're trying to do topics about. Like if my phrase is affiliate marketing strategy, you can see that in my title. You'll notice I put it in the title, affiliate marketing strategy, towards the beginning if possible. If you can put it towards the beginning, that's better for your rankings. You also want to put it in your raw file. You'll notice that I have my entire title in my raw file, which basically means you change the name of the video file before you upload it to YouTube. So you have it there, you have it in your title, you have it in the first sentence of your description. As you can see here, I did that. You want to have it in your tags, and last but not least, you also want to have it said in your actual audio. So you can go to subtitles and closed caption on your video. It'll automatically have an English or whatever your main language is where you are, subtitles created automatically. Now you may or may not have to edit them. Another reason to invest in audio is the better your audio, the clearer it is, and the easier it is for YouTube to create an text file of what you're saying. So you would click on that and then go to the text in here, which automatically is created when you upload your videos with audio. So you can see, hey guys, Justin Bryant here. Obviously it left out the T. It's not going to be perfect, but it is getting better and better. Affiliate marketing strategies, you can see it right there. It is clear, it is spelled right, and it is in the first few sentences of my subtitles. So that means that when the algorithm goes to collect information on what this video is about to determine where to rank it and stuff like that, it will find it in my subtitles, it will find it in my title, it will find it in my raw file, description, tags, etc. So that's how you are going to have an easier time ranking and things like that. Also, if you want to research more on different keywords to use, you can use a YouTube specific keyword tool made by keywordtool.io. You can go to keywordtool.io and click on the YouTube tab. You can type in, let's say, iPhone review, just as an example, United States or wherever country you're in, English or other language, click search, and you can use it for free. This is all the free stuff that you would see. So iPhone review, all kinds of different stuff. Some of them may make sense, some of them may not, but you can at least see different ideas for keywords. Now you don't get to see like the amount of volumes for searches, you don't get to see the competition, and you don't get to see the average cost per click and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. You have to actually get the paid version to see those things. But keywordtool.io/YouTube, and then use your keyword phrases where I showed you. Last but not least, analytics. This is one of the things that helped me build a channel of over 100,000 subscribers. I had a hard time getting consistent results before I started looking at my analytics. So the main analytic you need to pay attention to if you want to just grow your channel a little bit every month is your watch time. That's the most important thing right now. Used to it was things like views and stuff, but YouTube realized that people could manipulate views on YouTube videos. But now if you do watch time, it's really hard for people to manipulate that. And it gives them a better idea of, okay, if people are watching most of this video and interacting with it, that means it's probably good content. So the more watch time you get total is what's going to determine how much you make from ads, how much traffic you get, and how popular your videos become. So don't necessarily worry too much about average view duration. It's great and all, but total watch time needs to be going up every month if you want to grow your channel and your income. So look at your analytics, look at the top 10 videos or so. What are they about? Why are they getting more watch time than the others? Are they longer videos? Are they shorter videos? Are the titles better? Are they about certain subjects? What are the patterns of these? And what recent videos are getting very bad results in terms of watch time? People just don't care about them. You can also look at your your different videos. You can look at your latest videos and stuff like that and get an idea as well, like okay, this one has like twice as many views as the other ones that I did around that time. Maybe I should do more about that. This one has a lot less views than the others around it. Maybe I should do less videos about that. Those types of things. So keep that in mind, and always check your total watch time. If you can increase that a little bit every month, get rid of the stuff that doesn't get good watch time and get more stuff that gets really high watch time, then you'll have a very successful channel. So if you got something from this video, if you feel like it was helpful, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. Also, if you want to let me know what you thought about the video or something you want me to cover in the future, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I know there's watching wood as well, and I'll also get the links, tools, examples, all that stuff in the show notes page on selfmadesuccess.com. Look for the link to that page in the video description as well. So other than that, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.